the Joker making his way to the ring for his matchup with Chris Cash. And I'll tell you what, how about it? You gotta give it up for Joker. 3 months ago, you had no idea who this guy was. Now he's wrestling in a high-profile match at the Cage of Death #5.
Take it on Chris Cash, Eric. You know Chris Cash is no stranger to ladders.
And John, I got chills for Chris Cash because he has been waiting for this moment for the last 6 months.
And here he comes, Chris Cash,
the CZW Wrestling Academy graduate, Chris Cash, making his way to the ring for what he has proclaimed himself the biggest match of his career.
And here in Eric, it's his type of match. It's a ladder match, and you know how Chris Cash performs in ladder matches.
John, remember last year when you and I were previewing the Cage of Death for Fake U TV, and Chris Cash took issue with the fact that he was not involved in junior heavyweight competition at last year's Cage of Death. Remember that?
Absolutely.
And now he is not only a part of the competition, but involved in one of the most high-profile matches on tonight's show. It's do or die for Chris Cash. Prove yourself, kid. Prove yourself a superstar tonight. He's going to start it out early, no. I'll tell you what, John, I got chills for Chris Cash. Because for the last 6 to 7 months, he has sat back, he has taken a backseat to a lot of these newcomers that have come into CZW. But instead of taking the low road and quitting like some others would, he just sat back and waited for an opportunity. This is one hell of an opportunity.
Here we go. Oh, he just spit on Chris Cash. Chris Cash ducks those big right and left hands. He's fighting back with forearms. Staggering the Joker drop kicks.
Sometimes when you're a young guy in this business, John, and a lot of new wrestlers come into the company, you get lost in the shuffle, so to speak. Tonight, Chris Cash plans to reshuffle that deck.
Big insecurity there by the Joker, picking up Chris Cash. Shoots him off, though, he reversed it.
Chris Cash, remember, John, made his bones, brought himself to a brand new level, winning that ladder match against Sanjay Dutt and Ruckus last year. Those series of matches, absolutely tremendous.
Joker went downstairs, now he's staying right up on top of Chris Cash, picking him up by his hair.
John, quite honestly, it is the Joker driver against the Cash flow. Two very devastating finishing maneuvers. Whoever gets theirs on first, that will be the difference in tonight's matchup.
Big spin kick there by Chris Cash, taking the Joker right to the outside, onto that concrete floor.
And again, this ladder match under CZW rules where ladders are legal, but the match can end on a pinfall or submission. There's nothing suspended. Oh, Chris Cash.
Chris Cash caught himself in midair, landed on his feet.
He was going for that springboard press. Chris Cash now looks like he positioned the ladder. Kind of hard to tell.
Chris Cash now throws the ladder in. Springboard.
Springboard drop kick.
And he just drop kicked that steel ladder right into the face of the Joker.
Absolutely, John. Chris Cash was victorious in that big 10-man tag last year at the Cage of Death, but that's not what Chris Cash wants. Chris Cash wants an opportunity for himself, an opportunity to shine in singles competition. He guaranteed that this would be the greatest ladder match that we have ever seen.
Joker now ducked that big right hand, goes driving the shoulder into the midsection of Chris Cash, now working him, Eric. He's got him tied up in between those ropes.
The Joker lands on his behind. Out of the ring now. What do we have? 1, 2, 3 ladders out there?
Chris Cash now taking it to the outside, stalking the Joker.
And again, a ladder in play. I think that ladder is in play right now, John. What a forearm smash and another. Repeated forearm smashes.
Chris Cash trying to wear down the Joker, trying to punish him with those big forearms.
And Joker just fighting off, because if you're Joker, you know what your opportunity is.
He just reversed that Irish whip and whipped Chris Cash right into those steel guardrails on that concrete floor.
Joker now with that ladder. Chris Cash down. And again, John, we've talked throughout this evening about how the Cage of Death can make you a superstar or break you as well. These guys go out here tonight and have a clunker. They may never be invited back to the Cage of Death.
Right now, Chris Cash is in a lot of trouble, Eric. He's setting up that ladder, draping it across that top guardrail. Chris Cash right now picks him up. Uh-oh. Oh, it just drives us back right into that steel ladder.
And he's down. He's down, John. And again, right now, the ladders are in play.
Joker's in a lot of trouble. Chris Cash now with that metal ladder. It's bent. Looks like he's driving it down onto the Joker.
Ladder is down. We have the big ladder. Remember when Adam Flash went off of that ladder in the center of the ring with the last call?
That 22-foot ladder. Chris Cash now trying to get the fans behind him. He should be staying on top of the Joker, Eric. Not wasting his time with these fans.
Chris Cash over the top, lands on his feet. What a slap. What a slap out of the Joker. And another.
Big forearm smash there by the Joker, taking Chris Cash, knocking him off the apron down onto the floor, where the Joker is stalking him.
He sure is, John. He sure is stalking him.
That's what makes the Joker dangerous, Eric, because not too many people know much about him.
It's a very highly competitive matchup, John. Both wrestlers understand what is at stake. They both understand the opportunity.
And this is what it's all about, the showcase of the ultra-violent, Eric. Cage of Death 5.
It doesn't get any more bigger than this, John. It just doesn't get any bigger than this.
Joker right now setting that up on Chris Cash on the outside. Uh-oh, he's going all the way up.
Joker's up.
Oh! Oh!
John, it's hard to see from our vantage point what exactly happened out there, but it didn't sound too good for Chris Cash, did it?
He just stomped his steel right into Chris Cash.
Again, the ladder's in play. Chris Cash, John, maybe it was too much too soon. All of that early success as a rookie. Because again, he's had to sit back over the last few months, lost in the shuffle, but tonight can reclaim himself a superstar here in Combat Zone Wrestling.
Right now, Chris Cash and the Joker both down on the outside.
Joker with 1 foot up. You're not going to win this match on the outside, John. Nor does anybody want to win on a count out. It doesn't matter. They don't care about having partners or not.
Look at the Joker. Chris Cash now slowly trying to get himself back into the ring.
Joker looks like he may have injured himself, John.
Chris Cash now puts another ladder out there. How many ladders he got there? How many ladders does Chris Cash have?
I think it's 3. How many ladders does it take a CZW wrestler to win a match, John? How many ladders?
Uh-oh.
DDT!
He caught him with that DDT. Now Chris Cash has to capitalize, Eric. He has to start going to try to cover this Joker.
Are you calling him a Joker?
Joker right now in a lot of trouble. He's not moving, Eric. Look at him. He's limp.
He's immobile.
1, 2.
Kicks
2
out.
count there.
And again, John, the atmosphere, the aura here at the Cage of Death. These two men, again, being scrutinized by press from all over the world. Can you imagine how huge it would be for Chris Cash to hit something like a cash flow off of the ladder, and then maybe that would appear in some newspaper in Japan or in England or in New Zealand or even in Afghanistan, John. They're big wrestling fans over there.
Uh-oh. Use his weight, his momentum to take Chris Cash into that second turnbuckle. Uh-oh.
Jump with a running knee. Running knee.
And he connected with it. He connected with that knee charge. Chris Cash now down on that canvas. Joker now. Uh-oh, he's going after the big ladder, Eric.
The big one's in play, John.
That 20-foot ladder.
What's he doing, trying to break it? Again, we have seen that ladder used here at CZW.
He's trying to get in the ring.
Cash flowing. His opponent's off the ladder. Adam Flash with the last call at Cage of Death number 3.
Chris Cash now has a steel chair, Eric. He's got a steel chair in that ring. And the Joker just slammed that steel ladder across the head of Chris Cash.
The ladder on top of the chair. What does the Joker have in mind, John? What does the sick, sadistic individual have in store for
That's the mystery, Eric. That's the mystery about the Joker. Not too many people know much about this man.
What
Makes
impact?
it dangerous for Chris Cash.
What impact Chris Cash going on top of that ladder.
Oh, Chris Cash gets up. He catches the Joker on that top turnbuckle.
What a slap.
Uh-oh. His head's caught, Eric. In between the stairs of that ladder. Bam!
You're gonna be kidding me! Excuse me! He's right, John! This is turning into the best damn ladder match I have ever seen!
And he caught him with it. And I think Chris Cash got some punishment over that high-risk maneuver. Unable to follow up with a cover.
Chris Cash understands the cage of death. He knows what it takes to win or lose a match at the big show.
Chris Cash now setting up that ladder in the corner. Grabs that little short ladder. Looks like he's going to spear him.
Oh, he speared him all right, John. He sure did.
Just punishing the Joker.
He places that ladder. What does he have in store for him now? What does he have in store for the Joker now?
Way on the way with those big forearms in the corner. Chris Cash is on fire. Head first into that steel ladder.
What kind of sick contraption is this, John?
Chris Cash now climbing up to that rope. Wait a minute.
Joker up. Oh! You're gonna be out of your mind! Oh! Out of your mind! There's no reason for this. They're gonna end their careers, John.
Listen to the crowd, Eric. Listen to the fans.
It's the cage of death, damn it!
The CZW arena on fire.
Standing room only, John. Bigger than even the biggest. Number 3 is number 5.
Chris Cash right now, Eric, is in a lot of trouble after having his back driven against that steel ladder.
Chris Cash, a graduate of the CZW Wrestling Academy. Joker, who has been real impressive over the last few months here at CZW. And I gotta tell you, he continues to impress me with his effort tonight.
Chris Cash right now pulling out that small ladder. Joker on the outside.
It's just a battle of will right now, John. Who can take the most punishment? Pick me a winner.
I'm gonna have to go with the Joker, Eric. I gotta go with the Joker.
I'm gonna go with the veteran of the ladder match. It's Chris Cash myself.
Chris Cash trying to set up that bent ladder. Joker now on the outside. He's looking for another. Look at another one, Eric. There's another ladder.
Joker is a bigger guy.
Oh,
I mean,
Chris Cash with that chair.
how much of a risk will Joker take on top of the ladder, John? He is not your typical high-flying wrestler.
Chris Cash jammed that chair right into the midsection of the Joker. Drags him back in the ring. And starts kicking. Look, he's blinded him, Eric. He blinded him.
Well, you know what, John? You put yourself at risk when you wear a shirt into the match. If your opponent is smart enough, he will use it against you like Chris Cash is.
Oh, Chris Cash now setting up that tall ladder.
What could he have in mind here, John?
That ladder's got to be at least 18 feet.
And I got news for you, John. That deck has been reshuffled already, no matter what the result of this matchup is. He's going to pull an Adam Flash.
Chris Cash now. Wait a minute, the Joker's on the outside.
It's not worth it.
He's on the outside. Now Chris Cash climbing that 18-foot ladder into the CZW arena.
It's not worth it. Nothing, John.
The Joker now climbing.
John, it's not about a title. It's not about a payday.
Wait a minute.
It's about winning and showcasing yourself at the biggest event in the history of our company.
Oh!
It's fine, John.
He killed him with it.
No mercy. He is showing his opponent no mercy. How much punishment can the human body take?
Joker out on the outside, laying on that concrete floor.
Where's he going? Is he leaving?
Uh-oh. Where's Chris Cash going, Eric?
I don't know. Where could he be headed?
Uh-oh. I don't know, Logan should start the 10 count. Uh-oh.
He's got an even bigger ladder. This is all about ladder envy.
He's got an even bigger ladder now, Eric. I think I'm gonna have to go with Chris Cash in this one.
I think I'm with you on that one, my friend. The veteran of the ladder matches.
Drapes that ladder over those middle ropes.
What an upset it would be, however, John, if Joker would defeat the master of the ladder match at his own match, the biggest event in the history of our company.
Chris Cash now going on the outside, pulling the Joker in, rolling him in.
John, look at this crowd. This has to be the biggest event in Philadelphia since Cage of Death 3.
Joker now staggered into that corner. Chris Cash now climbing up on top of that ladder.
Using it as somewhat of a scaffold.
Oh, he hit face first. He smacked his face right on the corner of that ladder.
Joker right now just fighting for his life at this point. Just fighting for his life. Joker picks him up. Is he gonna go for the Joker driver?
Oh.
My goodness! Oh! My goodness! How's this gonna end, John? How's this gonna end?
1, 2.
Foot on the rope! Foot on the rope!
Oh, great punches of mine there by Chris Cash to drape that foot over the bottom rope, breaking up that pinfall attempt. How much pain, Eric? The pain these two athletes are putting themselves through.
Chris Cash is like Jason right now. He just keeps on coming. Block. He's working out, John. He's working out.
He dropped the weight on that ladder.
He's working out in there. John, this match has had more airtime than a skateboard competition at the X Games thus far.
Chris Cash trying to get the fans behind him. He's got that table. He's setting it up.
John, these two men, a new breed of athlete here in CZW and in professional wrestling right now. Just an entire new breed.
Uh-oh. Chris Cash doing something now with that ladder.
Looks like a construction worker.
He's setting it up. Look at the Joker holding his neck. He's in a lot of pain.
I mean, how is something like this going to end, John? How is something like this going to end at this point?
Uh-oh, Chris Cash setting him up. Look at the Joker. He looks like a beaten man, Eric. The punishment that he's been through in his matchup.
If he doesn't move, he is going to be a beaten man. That's
Maybe
for sure.
he didn't know what he was getting himself into in this ladder match with Chris Cash.
Maybe. Chris Cash. Oh, wait a minute. Joker's up, John. Joker's wild. The Joker's wild, John.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
He's going for the Joker.
Wait a minute.
Listen to the fans.
This crowd at the arena's on their feet.
Someone
call 911. Someone call 911.
Put it up,
Someone call 911.
Somebody just made himself a goddamn superstar at the Cage of Death. John Zandig in to check on Chris Cash. Chris Cash may be hurt, John. That was just unbelievable, John.
I can't believe it, Eric.
And we're not even done yet.
Did you see the height? A Joker driver from 18 feet in the air.
That man just made himself a superstar, John. John Zandig in there to check with the wrestlers.
Eric, I can't believe this.
John Zandig like a father figure here to some of these younger wrestlers.
Listen to the CZW arena.
They're loving it. He's like a father figure to these younger wrestlers, John. There are some promoters out there that don't give a shit about their wrestlers. We're looking at a guy that cares. The Joker's wild here in Combat Zone Wrestling, John. I think we got two winners here tonight, John. And you're looking at a guy in Chris Cash that wanted this more than you could ever imagine.